Should I give you a hypothetical scenario?
Yeah. Please.
Okay. You're going to like this.
Okay.
The followers are going to enjoy this too.
I'm scared. Hypothetical. How do you want me to respond?
I'll give you a question. You can respond.
Perfect. Okay. Go.
I'll give you, yeah.
Great.
Hypothetical. We're arch nemesis, okay?
I hate your guts.
Yeah.
Okay.
We used to be really close, like we are now, and now we're arch nemesis.
Okay.
We're nowhere.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
So we've been through a lot, but we're no longer.
We've been through a lot.
We don't care.
It's cut to us. We're at a concert, okay? Let's say we're at a concert.
Together or
Separate.
each of us are
we
there?
We just see each other at the concert.
Okay.
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 And I'm just living my best life.
Yeah.
Giggling with the people I'm with at the concert.
Immediately I'm bugged.
Immediately you're pissed because how dare I have fun in front of you?
Yeah.
Let's just say you've been trying to ruin my life.
Because
we're arch
the
nemesis.
moment I left your life, the light should have gone too.
The light should have turned off, but instead I turned that brightness up.
Okay. Yeah.
So you leave this concert early, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because you're so pissed that I'm having fun at the concert.
See, this is definitely hypothetical because I would never waste my money like that.
No. One thing about you, well, you did that one time when you missed body language.
That's for a whole different reason. Anyway, go back to the hypothetical.
So you leave the concert early, right? Okay.
Yes.
And you see my vehicle in the parking lot as you're leaving the concert early because you're so pissed that I am just having the time of my life with my other friends.
Car. Okay.
Friends that you used to know,
yes.
but now they don't talk to you anymore because they sided with me.
Because am I clinically insane?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you're clinically insane.
I already know where this is going.
And your look has changed completely.
Okay.
You don't look the same as you used to.
Okay.
A little bit scary now because the hate's gotten to your heart.
Right. It's infiltrated. Right. Okay.
And you see my vehicle in the parking lot. Of all the cars in the parking lot, you see my vehicle.
Right. Here's my other question before this. Is it close to my vehicle or do I have to scout it out? Am I driving around the parking lot looking for it?
You preemptively decide to scout out my car.
Oh, I've decided I'm getting in my car. I'm going to find that car.
Let's say
and I'm
you're
gonna
scouting the car out.
Okay.
What do you do when you see my car?
Do I have a list of options?
You could drive away.
Okay.
You could...
If I'm clinically insane, I'm not driving away. Okay.
You're not driving away.
Okay.
You just scouted out my car.
Okay.
Do you leave a hate note on the dash of my car, like on the windshield, or do you let the air out of my tire?
I'm not going to leave a hate note because I don't want them to know that I'm mad. I don't want you to know that you're affecting me.
Yeah.
Right?
Even though I watched you stomp out of the concert.
Even though you saw me, I don't want you to know that you affect me. So I'm going to go with the lethal route. I'm going to let the air out of your tire, and it's going to go flat.
And then, little do you know, I got a compressor in my car that just pumps the tire up quick.
Dang it.
So you
that really didn't pan out, did it?
No, you didn't.
Are there any repercussions after?
Well, the fact I'm assuming cameras saw you at the parking lot.
Cameras saw me.
Yeah. They saw you driving around scouting my car out.
Oh, dang.
And they saw you let the air out.
Like, they know for sure it's me.
They know for sure it's you.
Like, they saw my lashes on the camera or something.
Yeah.
You're serious.
You had just got your lashes done.
Oh.
They can see them on the camera.
Shoot.
But you were rushing to a birthday party. So you have what's that called?
An alibi?
An alibi.
Oh, is it airtight?
Nope.
Because they caught me on the camera.
They caught you on the camera.
Damn.
So now you just look bitter and stupid.
And pathetic.
Oh,
dang.
What a hypothetical.
Trifecta.
If we ever become
Thank
not
goodness
friends,
I'm not that stupid.
or
insane. Clinically insane.
Am I clinically insane?
I'm so glad I'm not
funny.
scary and ugly.
I know.
Oh.
I know. And we would be at the concert together.
Yeah.
You and I.
You and...
Not 1D.
Yeah, 1D.
They'll never be together again.
Shh.
R.I.P. Liam.
R.I.P. Liam. That's a great hypothetical. It really it gives you something to think about.
Yeah.
Let us know down below if you guys would, what you would do in this situation, this hypothetical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. On that note, welcome back to the Reel It In podcast, guys. Last week, I just want to say thank you to all of our listeners for being so vulnerable and open with us.
You guys, I know it took a lot. Some stuff.
Also, I want to make some clarifications. You know when we talked about that girl, like, bleeding through her white pants?
Oh, yeah.
I have an update. Someone reached out to me and they told me what actually happened. Oh. They weren't just in the student section, Kaytee. They were playing a game.
Oh, my gosh.
They were on the court.
Oh, yeah.
They had to do a quick switcheroo.
Yeah.
That would have probably...
I'd exit the building.
Probably that would have been my 13th reason, and I would have said...
if you're just watching, you can get...
Yeah, you can hide that.
You can hide that. Like I said, most of us were tying flannels around our waists.
But this guy was playing. White shorts.
Consider me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder they were wearing white. They had to. It was probably uniform.
It was uniform.
Yeah.
Uniform.
We're so sorry.
So, anyway, thanks, guys, for those submissions. We thoroughly enjoyed.
We did.
Hearing about those and responding, so.
We thought about them all week after, too.
Yeah, I really
and as
did.
people, we had people telling us who was who.
Yeah,
and we were like, that makes it worse when you know.
My cousin Kimber was like, I bet Courtney can guess which one. It was me, and I did. I guessed it.
I didn't. I would have had
you had no idea, but I knew.
But now that I know that about her, I know. Yeah,
yeah, it makes sense. So, yeah. Anyway, we really appreciate you tuning in, but also like submitting your things. But
it really keeps us afloat.
It really does. Before we crack into what we're going to do today, which today we're going to basically, we asked you guys, we came up with a list of our own that things that make people unlikable, number one, and things like the prompt was, is it weird or is it just me?
Yeah.
Like, is it weird or not, basically?
Yeah.
Things that like you could do that you don't think are weird, but other people could think are weird.
Yeah.
Basically. So we're going to go through those. But before we get to that, Kaytee and I actually have a shared current this week.
We have a shared current.
It was...
Let's just say Courtney was jostled up.
I have never called 911 before, or the non-emergency number. And Kaytee and I did that on Friday night.
I taught Courtney how to call them non-emergency.
Yeah, we had to Google what the non-emergency number was. But
yeah,
let me tell you, first of all, the dispatch gal on the non-emergency number
was on it.
Efficient. We decided if there was an award,
trying to tell her what's going on.
And she's like, the week she won. Yeah, what's your, and I just in these, she tells her,
I'm like, I'm over
and
here.
These townhomes, and then she's like, the address.
I'm like, oh, I didn't know we'd be getting to that so fast.
Okay. She was so good at her job. Her flowers.
Yeah.
So let me just set the scene, okay? Kaytee and I posted up eating our Chipotle bowls, which
so good.
The best Chipotle bowl I've ever had in my life.
It was a good.
Yes. Katie's like, I asked Kaytee, I'm like, do you want me to hold Ella while you finish your bowl? She's like, yeah, that's great. So I'm holding Ella, okay? She has a window that's like, you can't see it, but it's right over here. And
I had the blinds open because I wanted to see, because I was feeding Yellow when you showed up.
Yes, you wanted to see when I rolled in. So we're sitting here. I'm holding the baby. Crazy. Windows open. Blinds are open. We're watching The Devil Wears Prada because Katie's never seen that movie.
Have now.
I'm sitting there, and I look over. I see like someone pass the window, and then I hear them knock into the door. It's like they were stumbling, kind of, right?
Kind of like they tripped over the mat.
Yes. So that's where I'm at, and I'm holding this baby. Like, what the heck? Do you want to pick it up?
Well, and we both thought it was Preston. I think
at first
there's a moment where we were both right. Preston's here, which he'd come home before when you were here.
Yeah,
that
it wasn't
week.
So
it was just okay.
And
he would just come in if he was coming.
Yeah.
But instead, there's a knock at the door.
No, they ring the doorbell.
Did he ring the doorbell?
He rang the doorbell.
Oh, he did ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kaytee looks at me and she goes, "Did you lock the door?"
I said, yeah. First we both looked out, and that's when I was like, that ain't Preston.
Because Kaytee had a vantage. She could see. I couldn't see
who was at the door.
I just saw someone pass and then knock into the door.
He had sores all up his arms. Mind you, it's like 10 p.m.
It was like 9:30. Yeah.
It was dark out.
Yeah, it was dark.
No one should be knocking anyone's doors.
No.
And I wasn't expecting anyone.
At first, I'm thinking, oh, they want me to move my car.
Because you were parked
in a weird spot. But, it's a spot that's always open.
Yeah.
So I was like,
no one lives there yet.
Yeah. So I was like, no.
No, and I look and I see he has sores all over his arms, which you didn't see that.
No, I didn't.
I don't think. And that's when I said, is the door locked?
And I said,
So, and I'm pretty sure he saw us in here.
He had to have. We were sitting here like sitting ducks.
So I go over, clink, lock the door.
She literally, but it wasn't like an aggressive lock. She did it slowly, so it was like...
Yeah, so it wasn't like a...
Yeah.
I didn't want to make him upset.
We didn't want to poke the bear, as if you will.
He had a skullet.
Yeah.
Luckily, I knew what he was wearing when they asked me on dispatch.
Let me tell you something. I worked at a bank for almost 2 years, and I was supposed to like memorize what people like, their heights, what they look like, their age, what they were wearing. I still am no good at that. I couldn't tell you, right?
Yeah.
Katie's like, he's probably in his mid 40s to early 50s. He's got longer hair, like long brown hair. Skullet. He's wearing a black shirt, tan shorts. Me.
The shirt had an eagle on it.
Yeah, Katie was like telling all these details. I was like, what the?
Jeans.
I'm over here like...
Me? Cognitive.
I'm just over here holding this baby. So he, like, finally, like, he leaves.
Yeah, he wasn't here long enough to want anything.
No, because that was the other thing is, like, maybe he's just
Courtney's like, he can see us. And I said, good. I hope he can see that we're not answering the door.
Yeah.
What a creep.
So then we sit there. Well, then we get a call from Preston.
Well, I texted Preston and I said, someone showed up at our door and I didn't answer. And Preston said I said he was kind of scary, so we didn't answer. And Preston texted back and said, he is scary, don't answer the door.
And then he said, is the door locked?
And I was like, yeah, it is now. Don't worry, we figured it out. Which I do not lock the door. I'm not very good at that. So it wasn't, you were like, Preston's probably so mad. I'm like, no, he's
used to it.
He gets mad at me too because the door is unlocked.
I'll have you know it is locked right now because I did turn that lock today.
We've been locking the door.
Yeah.
Because then I went out to the garage. Preston said, can you go? He said, take the, trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Said, go get the handgun and go take it out and go check if the garage is closed. And I was like, I'm not taking the handgun.
No.
The garages are right there.
Yeah.
Courtney will watch if I'm getting...
I literally said, open the blinds again, because I made Katie close them. I said, open the blinds again so I can watch you.
Yeah. So I went out there, and I looked over, and I could see him stumbling around the parking lot across the street.
Because there's more townhomes across the street from where Katie lives. And he's over there.
That's when I was like, we have to call. Yeah. What is he doing? Especially because I have friends that live over there, and they would 100% open the door.
And also, like, it's just like, there's a lot of families where you live.
There's lots of kids.
It's just...
That was Preston's main worry. The kids are home. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, but let me tell you, they're not getting past me.
No. They wouldn't have got past me either.
They wouldn't have gotten past us. Are you kidding? We'd be rabid dogs.
Yeah. Bulldogs, if you will. Hound.
Hound.
Helen Keller hound.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we call you in on emergency.
The gal just like straight to the point. She's like, okay, we'll send someone out. And then about 5 minutes, it was not long, like 5 minutes later, we get a knock on the door. First of all,
he shined his light in our window.
The flashlight, because the blinds were open. We left them open.
So I went out there and he was like, hey, what's
going on?
I'm like, there's a scary man knocking on the door at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And he was scary. I sent, because we were able to, the kicker is our doorbell is dead. Needed to be charged. So we didn't even have the video footage of him coming to the door. We just had a clip. Like a picture. Like a picture of him standing there. And he was scary. I sent it to my mom. And my mom said, wow. Remember when I was telling you my mom would have yelled at him? Yeah. She said that? Let me read you the text she sent me about this scenario.
Well, apparently we must have been, while you're finding that, we must have done something right because when Preston came home a little bit later, like probably 30 minutes later to 45 minutes later.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
He's like, man, it must have been serious. There's like 6 police cars over there.
Yeah. He said they were dispersing too, so there could have been more.
Yeah. Like there could have been more at one point, but they were all like leaving, getting ready to leave. Did they ever call you and tell you what was going on?
No, and I should follow up. I bet if I called, they'd have my name and stuff in the file.
Probably.
My text from my mom. You should have let him in, see what he wanted, like sarcastically. Then she said, I would have loved to open the door and say, what the crap do you want? And scream in his face. That's my favorite. Me?
I could totally see your mom doing that.
I said my mom, if she was here, she'd go ask him what he wanted. I literally... Yeah. And then I said, at 10 at 9, I'm sure he wanted something real bad.
Yeah, weird.
So weird.
So weird.
But yeah, it was crazy.
Basically, we're heroes.
We saved the city. So
basically, next time they have a meeting, we're getting the key to the city. So
the key to the clubhouse.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
Is that your Burt's Bees?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to warn you. I'm putting some chapstick on. If you're watching this, just don't look at the lips, okay? It gives like a really like...
Corey FaceTimes me earlier to me. Why did you look like you just ate a powdered donut? It actually is. It's just the light you were in. It doesn't look bad.
It was like a powdered donut, or I'd been in the tundra and my lips were falling off.
I said, you look like Jack on the Titanic when Rose wouldn't let him back on the plane.
On the door. Oh, gosh.
That's funny.
Anyway, yeah. So that happened to us.
Yeah, we almost got kidnapped.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
So fun.
Courtney was on edge the rest of the night.
I really was. Like, it freaked me out.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie to you. It really did.
Me? Courtney's never coming back here.
He was just so scary looking.
He was definitely not
No, he was not well.
Around.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I keep my porch light on. So maybe I drew him in like a moth to flame. You know? Could have been my fault. But
if he did get drawn to a flame, he really did burn because he got.
I hope.
I hope too. Oh, what if he's still out there?
I told the cops. I don't know where he is now.
He went that way.
Which way did he go, me? He stumbled around that way like he was... That was the thing, too. Is when he was walking away, he looked like he was on some substances. He was not well.
He already stumbled into your door.
Yeah, and us. Preston's being weird.
Me.
Wasn't Preston.
Get in here, Preston.
Preston, just come in. The door's unlocked.
Yeah. Gosh.
Oh, whoops.
So that's my biggest current this week. Just that. That was crazy.
That was crazy. I don't think I have any other currents.
No.
Do I?
Not me.
No, I don't have any. Boring week.
Boring. After that exciting day, we didn't have much to go off of.
No. It took us about 3 hours to watch an hour-and-a-half movie.
Literally, it took forever.
Between the ads. Between the ads and that scary man.
Oh my gosh. Literally.
Ugh.
Yeah. I'm excited to get into these. Kaytee. Should we start?
Yeah. Should we start and then end on the listeners?
Yeah.
Because usually we start with them.
Yeah.
Should we just go one, like, bounce off?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with things that make you unlikable.
Yeah, that might.
Okay.
I think we put might make.
That might make you unlikable.
Like, things you do that people might be like, that makes me not like you very much.
And, like, I want to say preface, some of these, like, they really don't have any grounds to be like, wow.
None of this is to be taken serious.
And, like, some of these I do, personally. Like, I could see you not liking me because of this. My very first one, not texting people back in a timely manner.
Yeah, I could see that would...
I could see that being something that people really hate about me and, like, make me unlikable.
All the boys you match with don't like it.
1,000%.
That's always their biggest complaint.
Always.
Where were you today? Working?
I had a life.
Couldn't talk?
I actually didn't want to answer the question, how are you, a million times. What are you doing? Or because I'm always doing the same thing.
Creature of habit.
Yeah. So that's my first one. I could totally see why people are pressed about that.
That one could be, people could be mad about
and
that.
I understand. It's not that I don't understand. I do.
Yeah.
So.
My first one that could make me unlikable is who I'm related to.
This applies to both.
We could both be so unlike.
Yes. Actually, it was a curse growing up, like having my last name.
Oh.
Because people like associated me with some people and like they'd have to ask me like follow-up questions. They'd be like, who's your dad?
It's like me now.
Exactly. It's not fun.
Like when my dad was on the news the first time, when he was about to lose his job, and they put that he had resigned.
Yeah.
I got so many texts, hey, is your dad okay? And I didn't answer any of them.
We don't care.
I don't know.
Also, I want to just preface this, guys. If you know if you meet a kid from someone that you might not like, give the kid a chance.
Yeah.
They're not their parents, okay?
Yeah.
They can make their own mistakes, okay? They don't have to own up to their parents' mistakes.
Let us do our own thing.
Yeah. Like don't hate somebody just because they're related to somebody else.
Yeah.
They could be lovely individuals.
Yeah, really lovely.
Yeah. I'm just saying. My next one, this is a big one for me. Body odor.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I hate smells.
When you can smell someone's sit-down air,
I really struggle. Really struggle.
Or I always hold my breath. I don't know if you do this too, but like if I'm at grocery shopping, when people walk by, I hold my breath till they're gone because I don't even want to smell if their air around them smelled good or bad.
I should start doing that. If I can look at them and be like,
Especially at the Walmart.
Because you know the type. You can see
the Walmart with the wafting air.
Yeah.
My next one came from Courtney. And it's...
okay, I want to preface this before you say this.
No, this is true. That's why I wrote it down.
Okay.
This says, I seem mean, but it's just like, I'm just really blunt.
It's just like Kaytee's so honest with you. She's not trying to like hurt your feelings. She's just like...
Unless I am, but you'll know the difference.
You'll know the difference. But she just like wants you to know... Like she wants you to be like, to be honest. Like I think it's like a form of respect. When you can get to that point, you're like, she respects you enough and likes you enough to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I like that about Kaytee.
And people would say that's mean.
But I think there are some people out there that can't take that heat.
I can think of about 3 right now in my personal life that would say that's mean.
Mm-hmm. Unkind.
Impatient.
Yeah. But I think that that's kind of a superpower. But some people, like I said, they just can't take it.
Yeah.
The next one I got from my mom, I asked her, I said, what are things that could make me unlikable?
Yeah.
That I do. And she said, you're very opinionated and firm in your beliefs.
Which
I
agree with this one, but it's not
She's
unlikable.
not wrong.
I could see that people would not like that if they don't take not even criticism, just like I have an example come to mind.
If I'm
that makes me giggle.
Okay.
My example is one time I was opening a can of beans or something and I was letting them drain while I did something else, and you were like, "Why are you doing it that way?" And I said, "Because I am doing multiple things at once." And you said, and then do you remember telling me this? You said, "You make me realize that there are different ways to do things." Which makes me giggle. And I could see that people would say that's not.
But I genuinely was like, I had to think because I wanted
doing something else while I was
tell you like that's wrong.
Because you said, "Why don't you do it this way?"
Yes,
you did tell me that.
Why
aren't you doing this way? And I said, "Because I can do multiple things at once this way."
And I
cut the can on one side and the other to let the juice drain out. I didn't take the lid all the way off.
Take it all the way off.
And you're like, "Why don't you just take it all the way off?"
Yeah,
because it can drain while I do something else.
And this is where I know I'm type A because that really bugged me.
I know it did. Because you had to say something about it.
And then I had to calm down for a second. And that's when I said, I reeled myself in and I said,
"You said there is other ways
to do things. You're right."
And it made me giggle because I know it bugged you so bad.
And I don't even know why. It's just like, I think in my head it's because I'm like always, I want to be the most efficient, right? I try to be the most efficient in the way I do things. And in my brain, having the 2 slots on the side, you're losing space on the 2 areas where the can is still connected. If you did the whole lid, you could just put that to the bottom and then dump it, right? And all that liquid come out on all areas around the can lid.
Yeah.
So in my brain, I was like, that's the most efficient way. And I was like,
see, this
is the thing. Is like, here it is, right? This is why people
but for other people, I'm sure they'd be like, oh my gosh.
They'd be like, it's not that big of a deal. It's a can of beans.
Or like us beefing. I know we've talked about it before, but in Hilton Head, we were like, pick a shirt for your mom. And I'm like, I just want her to like it.
I don't know what my mom, like, I was like, whatever you pick, your mom is going to love.
And then I moved on.
Yeah.
We moved on quick.
We did.
We weren't even beefing because I giggled when I answered and you said, "I know we're beefing, but come up here."
And then she found the shirt she got for her mom.
Yeah.
And her mom loved it, so. Yeah.
Because she's my mom.
Anyway, Mom, I'm not bashing you because I really do think that I am opinionated.
Yeah, and I could see that people would say, like, I don't like that, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm still going to open the can of beans weird.
And you should. Like, you shouldn't, it shouldn't change how you do it.
My next one this one's about myself. My next one is I have weird schedule rules for every day. And I can give an example. Like, in the morning, I get dressed. I wake up, I get dressed and do my hair. And then the kids, the second they're awake, they get dressed. It's like a non-negotiable. And when since I've had her, there's been a couple times where I haven't. And I'm like, this day's crap. All because those...
Yeah.
I have things like that throughout the whole day. Where I'm like, yeah, that's weird.
I don't. But
I feel like my schedule's flexible.
I don't think. Yeah, and maybe people would think that is something that they couldn't like stand about you. Like that would make you unlikable. But you are flexible. But I could see people being like,
but there is non-negotiables where I'm like, you gotta get dressed. And my kids will be like, no, I don't want. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not walking back up these stairs to get you dressed. And I think that's where that comes from.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I for sure thought you were going to go the route like, I have to have my like doctor's appointments in the mornings. Which
weird schedule things where I would rather just get it at 8 a.m. I'd rather go to the doctor at 8 a.m.
Because she's like, if I go at noon, I'm going to have to be waiting all morning until then. I can't do anything until I have my doctor's appointment. I'm like, you can do so many things before your doctor's appointment. What are you talking about? It's at noon.
That's why I scheduled all my doctor's appointments bright and early.
Yeah, me, not so much. But yeah.
But I have weird schedule rules.
But here comes again my opinions.
Opinionated.
Ugh, I get that though. These next couple, I asked my dad.
Perfect.
Actually, this next one came from me, and this is I. If you are like this, there's a high chance that I don't like you.
Don't know.
You're negative all the time. Your outlook on life is negative. Like every day is just woe is me. Life sucks. I absolutely despise that.
Yeah.
You are unlikable. It's hard to like somebody that is like that.
Yeah. I agree.
We all have our moments where we can feel down in the dumps, but we should not be down in the dumps always.
Always.
Not unless you're literally diagnosed with depression and you have to take meds.
Me dying.
Well, that too. But like...
Yeah, but even then, those people tend to be really happy.
They tend to be fine. Like, I literally can't despite... Like, they always... Or they find, like... the bad about every situation.
Yeah.
Like we could go to a restaurant. Let me give you this example. Because this really butters my biscuit. It really gets me. So we'll have a meal, right? And like, I'll rate the meal like, oh, that was good. Like 7 out of 10, right? And I'll say like, I really liked the bread or something, right? Like I'll pick something I like.
Yeah.
There are people out there that will get done with the meal and they will harp on this restaurant because of the one thing they did not like. Even though the rest of the meal was just great and fine.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
how dare the bread have an end?
Or it's like, my fork was dirty. We can never come back here.
Yeah.
One singular fork was dirty. Everything else was spotless. One fork was dirty.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like technically dirty. It was like a spot.
Yeah.
Like a dry spot or something. But they have to harp on that one thing just over and over, berate this place. And it just like, I don't know why that gets me so bad.
Yeah.
But it just gets me.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because my next one goes kind of with that.
Okay.
Being weirdly competitive about suffering. We're all suffering. I think I said that to my mom today. Look around. Who is it?
No, seriously.
Who isn't tired and done?
Also, like, we shouldn't be playing the comparison game of like, well, Kaytee, you didn't get any sleep last night, but I definitely didn't get sleep last night. Like, you wouldn't believe the night I had.
When Courtney says that to me, she prefaces it with, I know I shouldn't be saying this.
I do, because like...
But at the same time, I always say, it's okay for you not to get sleep, too.
Yes, but I also don't go around. I want everyone to know I don't go to Kaytee all the time and being like, I'm so tired. Because, like, Katie's in the trenches with 3 children and a baby. Like...
Courtney saw me in the trenches earlier.
Yeah.
On FaceTime.
She's trying to feed the baby. Her kids are screaming at her.
They're throwing things at each other.
And Katie's like, we're going to bed. And they're like, no.
And they went to bed.
Yeah, they went to bed. But
yeah, we're all
things
suffering.
Like that. We're all suffering. I completely agree. I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
You think you got it bad? Just listen to this.
Wait till you hear my side.
We don't need to be comparing. You can just say, that really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does.
Yeah. Want my next one?
Yeah.
My next one. This also really irks me. And I'm going to call out my dad. My dad does this to me. I don't dislike my dad, but he does this. I'll ask him like a question or we'll have a conversation. Like I'll be like asking him, like point blank, I'll be looking at him. He's sitting next to me on the couch. I'll be like, Dad, what are your plans for the weekend? Like, what do you got going on? It's like I'm talking to myself because he doesn't answer.
It's like the time you did that to him.
And then my mom has to go, Eli, and yell at him. And he's like, what? And then she'll be like, Courtney just asked you a question. And he goes, oh, what? not being heard, or like someone not listening, like when you're having a conversation and they're just like on their phone completely like ignoring you.
Yeah.
I literally would
Volume at 10.
Please let me throat punch you, actually.
Let me get my fist out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That is the worst.
It's like it makes you in that moment so unlikable.
I'm going home.
Because I think it just like shows their character a little bit. Like they just don't care to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one gets me too.
Anyway.
This is my last one.
Okay.
And you gave me this one as well. This one's about myself.
This makes me feel like a bad friend, but...
No, but it's okay, because this is true too, and I agreed with you, and I even have an example. This one says, I'm not overly friendly. Which I'm not overly friendly.
Like,
I've had this realization recently.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to my friend, and she said, how's Preston's job going? Right?
Yeah.
And like, our kids are playing, we're just talking, and I'm like, it's going good. And then I got home and I was like, I didn't ask her about her husband's job.
Yeah.
I didn't ask really any personal details.
Yeah.
But I don't think it comes from me not caring. Like,
no.
It's not that but it's just that I just am like, eh.
I don't
even know how to put...
Let me... Like,
there's no words for it.
This is like... Let me try to diagnose this here. I think you do care, but I just don't think you care in this moment because you have so many other things going on. Like, you don't really... So, in a way, you don't care how her husband's job is, because it's like...
Yeah. But really with anyone, like multiple times, the last few times I've hung out with people and like our kids are playing and they're being crazy, I get in the car and I'm like, I didn't really ask them anything about how they're doing.
Yeah.
Other than like what was happening in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're going on a trip. Me? That's great. Where are you going?
Yeah.
But not like, so how are you doing?
See, and you never have to ask me that because we talk every day.
Yeah.
So, and I just tell you what's going on.
This morning I was telling Preston something and I said, yeah, I'm not very nice. And he said, yeah, and I don't know how to deal with emotion. He said, man, look at us go. Me? We're a perfect pair.
First stage is acceptance, so there you go. Yeah,
we've accepted that we're not.
And I don't think it's even a bad thing. Like, I really don't think it's a bad thing.
No, because I can't, like, there's times when I'm like, yeah, how are you?
Because here's the thing. This is what I imagine. Like, when I meet someone new, right, I do this. And I don't know if I necessarily love it, but, like, I want to know, I, like, pretend I want to know all about them.
Yeah, and
like,
I'm not pretending.
Where are you
I think
from?
the thing is I'm not pretending.
How old are you? Like, I am still in that mode. Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't actually care. I'm not going to remember this unless I find it interesting. Then my brain
we're going to hang out again, me and this person.
Yeah. But like, for the most part, if I don't actually really want to connect with you again, I'll probably remember your name just because I'm a freak like that and I remember names, and maybe a couple facts about you just because I'll categorize it that way in my brain. But
unless your cat is Cameron Bure, Courtney ain't memorizing nothing.
And here's the other thing, is like, I don't know why I remember things about that woman. I couldn't tell you.
Number one fan.
But I think that's the difference. Like, Kaytee doesn't care to pretend, but I'm like, I'm in the pretend game. And I actually think that on that thought, both could be considered unlikable, pretending and not pretending. I think depending on the crowd.
Yeah.
You could be not liked.
Like, you pretending would be my worst nightmare.
Your worst nightmare.
I'm like, you don't even care.
Oh my gosh, Kaytee! You would be like, shut up.
It's like when we went to Ace. We had this talk earlier. We saw someone we knew, and you said, "Did you not remember her?" And I said, "Oh, I remember."
Because I said, "Hi, how are you?" Like, it's been so long because we went to high school with this gal, and Katie's mute. She's not like, she's ignoring this girl completely, and I'm like, okay,
she must not remember.
So then I thought in my brain, oh, she just doesn't remember. So we walk out, and I said, "Did you not remember her?" She goes, "Oh no, I remembered her."
I knew who that was.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my last one. I'm not overly friendly, and I wish I could say I was, but maybe I'll start working on that this year.
Yeah. The next two also came from my dad. He thinks it's very unlikable when people are arrogant.
Yeah.
I agree. We're going to keep that short and sweet, arrogant.
Yes.
And the next one is being two-faced.
Yeah.
His example was specifically like, in one moment you're this person's best friend, and then if someone like that's quote unquote better rolls around, they completely forget about you.
Yeah.
Or they just think that they don't know you.
That is the worst.
It is actually the worst.
Yeah.
I would agree. I just think that makes you a bad person, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's not even unlikable. Just
and
go
then
away.
The last one that I actually just added here just a second ago was being rude to servers. Servers are like
the backbone of America.
Literally the backbone of America. Like, I just hate rude people. Like,
especially when they're already like,
And that could feed into negativity.
That's
yeah.
true.
So,
yeah.
That's my list. Do you have the...
Yes, I do. Let me pull it up.
I don't know. Kaytee didn't tell me a single one of these, so we're going in blind for me. I'm excited.
The first one I have is, I have to have a set time of day to decompress. No, you cannot decompress with me. Which is valid.
Yeah.
I would say that that's not even making you unlikable.
No. Because I feel like when I lived with people...
Especially when you live with... Yeah.
When you live with people, like when I had roommates, I worked at a bank that was like 30 minutes away from where I lived. So every day on the way home, I'd have 30 minutes before I got home. And that was my decompress time, right?
Yeah.
Because I was alone. I could just think about things.
Yeah.
Not think about things. Just like let everything go for the day. And then I could be like a normal human and like hang out.
Yeah.
But like the days that I didn't have that, like I need a minute.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's like...
I saw TikTok today. It's fresh in the mind.
You read an article, you mean?
I read an article today. And the girl, she's like, when your husband got home 10 minutes late and he's sitting in his car before coming inside. And this girl goes out on the porch and yells, get inside and take care of your kids. Don't be sitting in your car. Have you seen this video?
No.
And it's really divided in the comments. The moms were like, this is valid. Like
yeah.
And then someone commented, it was like, your time to decompress was when you drove home. Like, get out of the car and go inside and help your wife with the kids. I don't have this problem because the kids are asleep
when he comes home. Yeah.
But I
will say, like, I think that...
I watched that and I was like...
I think that if you're not a mom,
it's really easy. Crazy.
It's really easy for you to say, like, well, yeah, they need a minute.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, when are moms getting their minute?
Yeah. Well, and someone in the comments was like, imagine working all day and coming home to that. And me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then it's like, are we setting these men up to like too high of standards? Like, why are we bashing on everything they do?
Yeah.
Like, why are we dad shaming? Why is it okay to dad shame, but it's not okay to mom shame?
Yeah.
That's just a question I have.
Yeah, it's a valid question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that today and it made me think of that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Decompress.
I think it's very valid.
I think it is totally fine to decompress.
I do think that if you're a dad and you're sitting in your car, maybe just like decompress faster.
Yeah. I should find the video after this and show it to you.
Okay.
It's pretty wild.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to save this one for number 2.
Okay.
For our second segment here. This one has come in a couple times and I don't think I've ever read it. But it says, every time Kaytee does the current, I think about on Shark Tale, Kaytee current, keeping it current. And it's come a couple times when we've done this, and I haven't read it yet. Yeah, I've never shared it. That's funny. Kaytee current, keeping it current.
I'm going to make you say that every time you say the current now. This is Kaytee current, keeping it current.
Kaytee current.
This is Kaytee's currents, keeping you current. That's what
I'm putting that on a shirt.
Yeah. We'll make some merch.
This one says, I think the tone of my voice sometimes makes me unlikable. I say things and I don't even realize how rude my tone sounds because it's just me talking normal. But other people don't talk like that, I guess. And it says a lot of ha-ha-ha's at the end. Listen.
See, when you first started, I was like, oh, I know some people that have really unlikable voices.
Minnie Mouse.
That's exactly who I thought of.
You don't do anything.
How do you support me? But
nothing can stop us now.
We are not making fun of you. Just fair warning.
It's no one that listens to this pod.
No, we are not making fun of you.
It's solely to get information.
Yes, and please listen in more.
No, but I think you mean the tone of your voice is mean, and I think people would say this about me too.
I think that's probably fair.
And I think of the example of me with my friend. If she's listening, hi. I'm sharing this experience. I'm sharing this experience on the pod, not you. My friend and I were beefing, so she said, let's have a talk. So we went and talked. And she said, I don't think our friendship will ever be the same. And I said, good. And looking back, I could have been a little nicer with my delivery. But she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, obviously it wasn't good to begin with if we're sitting here having this conversation. Looking back, could have used a different tone. It would have shifted the whole... So I understand rude tone.
Here's the other thing,
But it never is until after, where you're like, I was kind of mean.
Here's the other thing is, like, there are those, like, people that have those tones that like say something in their like tone of voice, right? Yeah. And they don't mean it rude, but it's like an observation almost. And it's the funniest thing you've ever heard. Yeah. Like, I find it so funny, but other people could be offended, but I'm like, that's funny. Yeah. And I laugh. And I think that's why this works. Yeah. I think that's why this works. Yeah. So I could see how some people might think you'd be in like.
I think it depends on the scenario too.
Not us. We'd love it.
No, yeah, we eat that up.
We welcome it here.
As a person that shares that problem. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. Me as being a person that has a friend that has that problem, I understand.
This says, I'm too preppy. Think hyper dog that wants your approval in life.
How do I be nice about this?
Both of us. I have so many.
Yeah, because when I see a really peppy dog, I want to kick it a little.
Drop kick. But you're thinking Chihuahua.
I also think, yeah. Or a Yorkie.
The little tiny ones.
Yes. I also just want to preface this by saying, like, I do enjoy people that's, like, genuine zest for life is peppy. Yeah. Because I think there are people out there that are actually...
There's a line there.
There is a line.
I'm thinking of someone from high school, and she crossed that line.
Can you tell me?
I can give you a quote that she said to you once.
Tell me a quote. Oh, I know. I don't even need to say the quote. I know what you're going to say. It is so awesome that a girl like you could do this. Yeah. In reference to me doing a pageant.
Girl like you getting out there.
Yeah.
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 So there's definitely a line.
Yes, I agree. And I think it's also like you need to just, if this is you.
And you're aware.
I think you've got to.
If you're
a step
because
ahead.
The person we're thinking of right now, she's not aware. She's still out there.
She's out there
patronizing people
all over the internet.
Not to judge that gal, but I hope she's well.
Gosh, dang it.
This one says not liking Crocs makes someone likable, which it depends, because if you're an adult with a size 14 and you're wearing a Croc, I mean, that's fine and all, but do a neutral color.
Can I just say, actually, I used to be a person that hated Crocs, but then Crocs upped their game. Yeah. If you haven't looked at the Crocs sandals that are available now.
Oh, the platform.
And have you seen the ones that, you remember my summer shoe that I wore literally every day in the summer last year?
My mom was a hater. Well, I don't think she was a hater of Crocs. My first pair ever of Crocs, my parents got me in Hawaii, tie-dye. And then they got me crazy socks to match.
That screams you.
You know I'm going to be wearing a Croc with a crazy sock. Hence, you telling me don't wear socks on the beach. When we went on our beach vacation. Mm-hmm. But my mom, we got her a pair for her birthday of Crocs. Yeah. And the next thing I know, she has multiple colors. Yeah. She's like, these are the best. You can just hose them off.
Yeah. Actually, I had a pair when I was younger. I think the hatred came from, like, when I was younger. My mom got me a pair of Crocs, and I famously had really smelly feet as a child. Like, my feet sweat so bad, and they always were just smelling so bad. Like, my mom would make me put my shoes in the garage, and for some reason, Crocs, like, amplified the stench.
Crocs definitely amplify.
And so my mom, like,
especially if your foot's sweaty in the Croc. I don't be going without socks. You know me.
I know. So yeah, I can totally. So I think that's where my hatred started. But maybe check out what sandals they have available, because they're actually very comfortable.
They've come out with cute ones. And they have cute Crocs that are like cloth that don't have holes. Yeah. Those are really cute too. I've seen.
Have you? My niece literally got some from the Easter Bunny that actually sadly didn't fit her. They now fit my sister-in-law, but they literally look like those Mary Jane shoes.
But they're Crocs.
And those are so cute. You should get some for Ava. Yeah. It's a kid's style. You should get some. They're so cute. Yeah, she needs So maybe just check into that. But if you hate Crocs, and people are like not liking you for that.
There's a group of you that hate Crocs. Yeah. Totally fine. Yeah. I think it's fine to hate Crocs.
I used to be there, and then I was reformed, so.
The Crocs I hate are the winter ones with the Sherpa inside.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that?
Off-roading.
Just get, like, regular slippers.
Wear your socks in your shoe.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Yeah.
This one says, I feel very confident in my own skin, and I'm definitely an extrovert, but I'm always feeling like I'm too much or annoying and not sure if I need to dial it in. If you listen, your people are going to find you.
But also,
that's my thing.
I understand you 1000%. I am confident in who I am, but sometimes I'm like, I know. I think you just have to come to the conclusion that not everyone's going to like you.
You're not,
and
you're peach, and not
okay.
everyone likes peaches.
Yeah.
That's what my mom says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Nor do I want everyone to like peaches.
Oh my gosh.
I have to tell myself I don't like people. Like, that sounds mean.
Yeah, there are people that I dislike.
There are people that I do not like.
Yeah.
So I don't need everyone to like me.
And the other thing is, like, you think about these people, and it's not like they're doing anything like specific to like make them not like to make me not like you, right?
Yeah.
But there's just like things that you do that like just bug me. So it's so I think that you're totally valid in your thinking, but I also think that we just
people are just going to like you or they're not.
Yeah.
Like us with that girl we were just talking about from high school.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone, like, there was a lot of people that really liked her. We were just haters.
Who?
I'm sure she had friends. I don't know. We weren't friends with her friends because they were the same.
No, and this girl specifically, one time, someone's like, have you met so-and-so yet? I had just moved there. And I said, no, I haven't. Like, who am I looking for? And they said, you'll know.
And then you met them.
And the way I knew instantly.
Yeah.
I said, are you so-and-so? She said, yes, I am. And I was like,
makes
got
sense. It. Yeah. So I think that yeah, and you know what? Automatically, I think if you're comfortable in your own skin and you don't care, like, people are just gonna. There are some people that are not maybe don't like you, but are jealous enough that it makes them not like you because they wish they could be what you are.
Yeah,
that's what I tell myself anyway.
You're right.
Yeah.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's for our number 2 segment.
Okay,
we don't have any more for number 1.
Let's hop into the next one.
Is it weird or just me?
Is it weird or just me?
Should we start with theirs? Because there's only 2?
Let's do it.
This one says, am I the only one that constantly gets deja vu every day? And I don't get it every day, but I get deja vu frequently.
I don't get deja vu frequently. And when it happens to me, I think something bad's going to happen.
Oh. Me?
Because it doesn't happen often.
So grim.
Because when it seldomly happens, like, you start thinking, like,
See, I have deja vu moments where I think, I've had a dream of this before. I remember vividly dreaming it, and then now, like, that when I brought Ella home, it was weird. I had this moment where the kids were playing, she was laying here, and I was like, I've been here before.
Oh my gosh.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
So I have those moments a lot, but not every day. I feel like every day is pretty...
Maybe you should talk to someone about that.
Yeah.
We're not shaming you, but we're...
No, but that's...
Maybe slightly concerned.
I can't imagine having to...
It's like when I told Katie the other day, I said, is it concerning that every time I get up, I, like, have to, like, lean over and wait for me to, like, not pass out? Like, I can't see for a second. She's like, you should probably tell someone about that. And I said, I just did.
Me? A medical professional. I'm in no way qualified, I think is what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is our last one for number 2. We had more people submit for number 1, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But this says, every time I get gas, it has to end in a 5 or a 0. So 52.35 or 37.20. The end number has to be a 5 or a 0. I'll keep getting gas until it ends on those numbers. Does anyone else do that? I know people do that with the TV volume, but that doesn't bother me.
See,
and that's not me. I just get gas.
See, here's my thing. I like to try and hit 0-0. Like, end on an even number. And I think I think this was pushed upon me by my father, actually. I think my dad does this. So I shoot for 0-0. But, like, if I go over 0-0, I'm not going to pump a whole other dollar in there to get 0-0. I'm going to try my very darndest to get 0-0, though. Like, today I got gas. I was sick. 66.
I'm sick.
Well, so I was like, I need to get this. So I paid $67.02. I missed it by 2 cents.
Dang it.
But then earlier today, because I got, okay, this sounds stupid when I say this.
Oh no.
I had like 28 miles to empty when I was home. And I was like, I need to make it to Logan. Because I have been filling up exclusively at Walmart, the Walmart stations, because I am a Walmart Plus member, so I get 10 cents off at the gallon. 10 cents off at the pump, right? A gallon.
Perks.
Which I'm like, that's a great thing.
Yeah, it is
right?
a great, yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm going to. So I just got enough. So I put $12 in, and I got it right on 0-0. 12-0-0. And it feels so good.
Cash?
It was at the pump.
That's impressive.
See, it gives you such a rush. So I understand.
Performing gives me such a rush.
Such a rush. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand that one because I don't mess with that.
Me explaining, like, my thought process of getting gas today, like, it makes me feel clinically insane when I say things like that out loud. Of how my brain works.
I have to make it to Logan, and I
was like, if I just put in, because I was going to do 10. Actually, I was going to do 10, but then I missed the 0 mark.
So you went to 12?
So I was like, I'm going to just get 12. Because I needed it to be an even number.
Yeah.
I don't really like 11.
Right.
And here we are again, so
Courtney feels your pain.
Yeah, I got you.
Courtney gets you.
Yeah. Is that the last one?
Yeah, that's the last one of our listeners. Unless we have I'll check the Instagram if you want to share yours.
Oh,
we
yeah.
can just pop this in there.
I told Kaytee this one before. Like, I told her, like, when we were coming up with this idea. And I said, this is one that people judge me on a lot. All the time, actually, when I say it.
Oh, no.
But putting ketchup on a taco.
I did, and I told Preston today, I said, did you know that because I was getting Ava ketchup for her lunch. I said, did you know Courtney puts ketchup on her taco? And Preston said, so basically a hamburger and a taco shell?
No, because you still have the taco meat, seasoned taco meat, right? And I want to like confirm that this is just like a ground beef taco situation. We're not talking chicken. We're not talking carne asada. We're not talking
but I feel like that makes it more weird.
It's just ground beef. This is my whole family. We all do it. Like, when we have tacos with my whole family, where's the ketchup? And I know it's also not just my family, because I asked my cousin about this, and her family did this, and she still does this.
See, but I think we're not the problem, but like I think where the problem stems from. I think the thing about it is I didn't grow up on ketchup like that.
Yeah.
If we had a condiment, it was ranch, and it was the Bolt House ranch or whatever.
So, like, if your mom made like a pot roast, what were you dipping your pot roast in?
Gravy and mashed potatoes.
Not ketchup.
Not ketchup.
See, I'm using ketchup.
See, my mom never busted out the ketchup.
Really?
Unless it was like hot dogs or hamburgers.
I'm trying to think of what else we use ketchup for.
And then there was a point when I'd put it on my eggs. And I distinctly remember my mom being like, that's kind of gross. But at that point, I was old enough to be like, oh, I don't really care.
That's delicious.
But now I'm like, when they told me I had diabetes, they said the one condiment you really can't have anymore is barbecue sauce and ketchup. And so I just stopped eating it.
Yeah.
Mustard, my go-to.
Ketchup or mustard?
What'll it be, fellas?
Well, yeah, so judge me all you want, but don't knock it till you try it.
Maybe I'll try it once.
Okay.
We'll make those.
You know who would actually really like that?
Who?
Ava. Your ketchup-obsessed daughter.
Yeah, she loves ketchup.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand, but whatever gets her to eat. My first one is things when people say, let's normalize eating dinner. It's like, that's a normal thing.
We need to just do that.
When we're normalizing normal everyday things.
Yeah.
Because it's normal.
Yeah.
We don't need to tell everyone we're normalizing it. Just do it.
We just should be doing that.
Like when people say normalize a life in my anesthetic home. It's like, okay, we're not Aspen Ovard, okay? Nor do we want to be.
No.
Our home is not aesthetic.
No.
Look at this place.
Yeah, but you're also not in a throuple, so.
Nor will I ever be. And if I was to find someone, I'd go to the Results Gym in Tremonton.
That's crazy work.
But yeah, I only have 3 of these, and that's one of mine.
Okay. I do this every night. I need you to know. I have to. I feel so wrong if I don't. I have to have my jug of ice water on my nightstand before I go to bed every night.
Same way.
Like, I can't. If
I'm out of ice in the ice maker, I go to, because my ice maker's broken.
Yeah.
And if I run out of the ice from the store, I go to the Maverick and I fill my water up.
Yeah.
Especially on the weekend.
Like, it can't, home. Like, hardly ever am I like, because here's the other kicker.
Lukewarm water?
I can't do it, right?
No, it has to be burning.
Like, because there are times in the middle of the night that I'll wake up and I'll feel like I need to drink an entire vat of water to be, like, satisfied.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get out of bed because, right, efficiency. Courtney's all about being efficient. I grab that jug and I'm slurping
who's
that
going
down.
all the way downstairs to get a
Exactly.
drink?
If it was on the same level, maybe. But
it's
even
like
then.
The worst is like when my thing tells me your blood sugar's low and I'm like, gotta go down and drink a jug of juice in front of the fridge light.
No.
No one's getting out of bed.
At that point, I'd be Googling mini fridge. Because I wouldn't be going
mini
down.
fridge, apple juice.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So, like, that is one, like, a non-negotiable for me. Like, that is part of my bedtime routine. I will do it every night.
This is something we agree on.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
I do that too.
I didn't know if anyone else did that. So. Yeah.
Courtney will agree with me on this one, I know, because we've talked about this week. But when people curl their hair towards their face, really gets us riled up.
But, like, I think that's to me, it's a little weird.
I think it's weird too, but then other people do it and it looks good.
Here's the thing though, is I think that if you do it's the pieces in the front. If you're curling the pieces in the front of, like, in the front of your face towards your face.
And you're having to go.
That's what I'm like, okay, we've lost the plot.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean? You can do that away and it falls naturally and it's not in your face.
Yeah.
But what are we doing? Towards your face? Really?
So when they say, I do every other piece towards my face and away.
I hope it lands right, because that's crazy.
But then it makes a weird bump.
When you do it the other way?
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, we can't. We agree on that. I actually watched a video and I said, why are you doing that?
Curling towards your face.
Yeah.
Not good. If you're doing that, I mean, live your life. Pop off.
Yeah. My next one, I make a lot of phone calls for my job.
You do.
Before I make any phone call, unless it, like, if it's someone, like, all my work phone calls I do this with, if it's someone I'm, like, just calling to catch up with, I don't do this. But, like, if you're a stranger to me, or, like, I'm calling doctor's office, dentist's office, anything like that, I'm practicing what I'm going to say to them before, like, I have it in my brain what I'm going to say when they answer the phone.
Yeah.
Because I can't just go in rogue.
I should have done that when we called the non-emergency number. Because
yeah, you weren't prepared. See, I would have been like, okay, what am I going to say?
Like, where are you?
Yeah.
Me? Planet
See,
Earth.
I don't know if I... Planet Earth. I don't know if I would have been that prepared, but, like if I know what I need to call somebody, like, about, I have it in my head, and then I, like,
especially
think about
stranger.
Their responses, right? Like, they could respond this way, and I'd say this. If they respond this way, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
Like, am I crazy for that?
No, but I think it's a good tactic of life.
Yeah.
I should adopt that.
Effective, right?
It is effective.
Efficient.
I should do that.
So there you go.
I don't think it's weird, though. I think that's...
Okay.
This is my last one.
Okay.
And I do this.
Okay.
I will go to buy something and then last second put it back and not buy it. And this really eats Courtney up.
Here's why it eats me up.
You guys bonded over this the other day.
We don't bond over a lot.
It's beefing constantly.
This is the one area that we bond over. We bond over this. Because I think for me, this is what gets me, okay? Is, like, you do a lot for your family. You do a lot. And I think Preston would agree. So, like, for me, it's like when you deny yourself buying something that you want in that moment, it's like, in my head, I'm like, is she telling herself she doesn't deserve it? And then it makes me feel bad.
I just think that there's better things I could be. Like, usually I'm thinking, well, this money could go towards the kids need socks.
That makes me sad.
That makes me sad because you deserve nice things. I think it's just a normal experience to say, well, my kids need this.
See, and then there's me that's like, I accidentally bought 2 shelving units. When let me show you the shelving unit I got underneath. Did I get 2?
Sure did.
It's fine.
But yeah, I will put things. Yeah, I will go to buy it. Like, fully intentioned, I'm gonna buy this.
If you're also a mom, let me know. Like, can you tell us if you also experience this? I need to know if it's a universal experience.
I was even a mom.
That's the thing.
I think that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Is that I've always just been like, I don't need it.
So
put
maybe
it back.
I am capitalism's final boss.
I'm not capitalism's final boss.
You're not, but maybe I am. Literally, it's gotten to the point where, like, if Katie's like, oh, I want that, I just get it.
Like, when I was pregnant, I was like, I just want a sweatsuit. Like, I saw one at the store and I almost bought it, but then I was like, no, it's too much. I'm not going to get it. And then I came home and Preston said, why didn't you buy it?
Yep.
He's like, go back and get it.
And then guess what?
I don't need it.
Then
I still was thinking about it the next day and I was like, that's my sign. I need that sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Go back, gone.
Yep. And Katie was so distraught about it. So what did I do?
Christmas, I unwrapped a sweatsuit. And when I was too bigly pregnant, I couldn't wear it, but I'm back.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been too cold to wear it yet.
No, you could have worn it today. It was chilly over where I lived.
It was cold today.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it hurts my heart a little bit that you do that.
Yeah.
My next one is walking faster when someone is behind you for no reason at all. I get so, like, worried that they're, like, thinking I'm too slow.
It's like...
Also, I think it, like, potentially it's like, oh, who's this fatso in front of me walking like waddling?
She would walk slow.
Yeah, like, I'm like, I don't want them to think that I can't walk fast, because I can.
No, we think you can walk fast.
Thanks, Katie.
Was it you and Hilton Head that was with me and there was a scary guy? Or was I walking with one of the other girls on the trip? We had just parked and we were in Savannah. And we were going to that diner, that campsite diner.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And we were like, guys, be on alert that there's a scary homeless man following us.
I think it was me.
And the other girl's like, this is the best trip ever. And we're like, scary alert. We're being followed.
Yeah. That was for sure a reason to walk faster.
Yeah. So I think there's valid to have that under your belt.
Yeah. Also, just as women. I think we feel the urge.
And we were alone.
Yeah. Oof.
And you were on edge. You hadn't eaten yet.
One thing about me is I get hangry. And then I'm no fun to be with.
Like me, we have 5 minutes.
Do you know you have 5 minutes?
Hilton Park.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't personally do this, but someone told, like, a lot of people, like, well, not a lot of people, but when I lived with some girls, they told me that they had to do this to fall asleep every night, and I was like, what the freak? So I need to know if other people do this.
Oh, no.
They create, like, fake scenarios in their head, or, like, movies of things they want to have happen, or they replay things of that parts of their day to fall asleep. Like, they have to do that to fall asleep.
No. That's too much brain activity.
My thing is, like, I'm trying to shut this thing off. It needs to...
This noodle has got to go night-night.
We got to go Betty bye right now. Like,
no, I don't.
My trick is, if I can't fall asleep, I'm turning rain sounds on. It gets me every time. If I really can't sleep, it's rain sounds and I'm counting backwards from 99.
You should get a Hatch sound machine.
Really?
It has a rain sound I think you'd really like.
But I also have one on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
I just have an 8-hour one and I can set my 15-minute timer.
You know the trick? I do this trick sometimes if I can't fall asleep.
What?
You think of words that have no correlation to each other, you just start saying them.
Like, Katie, we tried this.
No, but it works every time. At least for me.
Katie, we tried this when we had our sleepover before we left for the airport.
I know, but you just do it by yourself.
Oh, okay. Because we were giggling.
Like, in your mind, you go grass, and then you think ice cream. Like, you just say random words.
Wow.
And it works every time.
See, counting down from 99 works for me. I've never made it past 85.
Oh my gosh, it's quick.
It's quick. It's efficient.
The Sandman comes and bonks you on the head.
I'm kidding. But you also have to know that, like, I fall asleep. Like, when I'm ready to sleep, I'm ready to sleep. But also, like, the times that I'm like, I'm not falling asleep. It's like after 5 minutes of me not being asleep, I'm like, I'm annoyed. I can't be asleep. I want to be asleep.
I've tossed and turned too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. So I need to know, if you guys are out there listening, do you guys make up fake scenarios or movies in your head before you fall asleep? I need to know if other people do that as well. Because I was like, that's never going to work for me.
No.
Yeah.
Too much brain activity.
Yeah. You don't have any more, right?
I don't have any more.
Okay, I only have 2 more. This next one. This one is near and dear to my heart. This person told me this, and I was actually shook.
And it's shaken you ever
my
since.
core. Like, and I just couldn't even believe it until you stayed at their home, and you're like, "Look, it's out." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
I grew up with that.
Yes.
It just is always
so. This person will pour themselves a glass of milk. Okay, a glass of milk. They will take approximately 2 sips at the very most.
Tall glass. We're not talking
glass. Not the shorties.
Like if you think, oh, I'm gonna swish some milk down my gullet real quick.
Yeah, because sometimes you need just like a small glass of milk before bed. Sometimes
we're talking a tall glass of milk.
12 ounces at least.
12-ounce can of milk.
Yeah. They take 1 sip, maybe 2. Maybe dip a couple graham crackers in there. Eat them. Leave the milk on the counter. Leave it. They go to bed.
Yeah.
Wake up next morning, go to the counter.
Drinkable.
Oh, my milk. Let's drink it. And they drink it.
Courtney, I don't think you believed this was real.
I really didn't believe this. I was like,
really
this is crazy because what do you mean?
The milk's prepped, I'm pretty sure is what.
You said that.
And then the next morning I'm like, look, it's still here.
And you showed me. And then your mom was like, yeah, I'm going to drink that. And she did.
She did.
She drank it. And I was like, I feel like this is how...
She doesn't mind a lukewarm milk.
I literally was like, is there a way to reverse pasteurization? Because I think she just did it. Reverse leaving it out on the counter.
Oh, she likes the flavor.
Like,
I actually don't know why she does it. I think she just
I don't know.
It's just
but like, my thing is like, if I'm leaving milk on the counter, I'm just dumping it down the drain.
See, and I think she just doesn't want to waste it, so she drinks it.
I think she genuinely likes it at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She prefers it.
Her body's trained to like it.
She's like, my leftover day-old milk, 12-hour-old milk left on the counter. I love it.
Tell Courtney I got my glass ready.
Me. Oh, that's diabolical. So, if you're listening, hey
Mom.
Hey, Kath. It's fine. I just think, wow. If anyone else does this, let us know. Please let us know.
Yeah, I doubt you're finding it.
It's almost as good as when your sister says, isn't it the best just to have an ice cold glass of water with cookies, with chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah, we're calling you out, Brittany.
What are we doing? Brittany, that still doesn't sit right with me.
Fit with Brett. I guess you get there somehow. But I be having a glass of milk.
Yeah. My last one. People that really enjoy wearing toe socks.
Hey, Mom.
I think her quote was specifically, what? It's fun to have a little secret.
I love a secret.
I love a secret.
Yeah.
Because no one knows you have
got
toe
a secret
socks
on your person. No one knows your dogs are hugging from a sock.
They're getting caressed in between the toes.
In that croc. When my mom bought me Crocs and socks, some of them were toe socks.
I can't do toe socks.
Gets the toe jam, though.
You should just not... Yeah, but also, like, why are we having toe jam?
I'm thinking specifically of the socks she sent us a picture of.
The striped ones?
The striped ones.
Yeah.
And then she sent us them as a joke, right? Then she calls me a couple days later. Did I order these socks? And I was like, what do you mean? They had come in the mail. She accidentally bought those bad boys. And she wears them.
She loves them.
One time she's like, look, I'm wearing them. Whips them out of her shoe.
I can't.
Toe sock.
I can't with a toe sock. Kathy, I'm sorry. Love you the most, gal, but not a toe sock.
You're not alone because my nieces and nephews will like gag. It
freaks me out.
Sick.
I wonder if she could take some pics of her toes and toe socks and like sell them to creepy men.
I bet she could.
Maybe look into that.
Feet
Tap
finder.
into that, Kath.
Courtney and I will do all the marketing.
Yeah.
If we can have a percentage. That's sick. I take it back.
Toe socks.
Toe socks for the win.
Yeah, we should start our own site.
She has orthopedic toe socks. She's got fun ones.
Where I draw the line is those shoe...
She's never worn the shoes.
toe shoe situation.
I think for Mother's Day, though, she's getting a pair.
No.
Living free in her toe shoes. Can you imagine?
No.
I'd have to see them, unfortunately, and that's why we can't buy them.
You think she'd wear toe socks with the toe shoes?
Oh, for sure.
I think that's the only way you could wear those.
Yeah, because you ain't shoving a normal sock
unless
in there,
you're
and
not
you're not
wearing
raw
a sock.
dogging it.
Are you? Oh gosh, we can't. We gotta be done with the toe sock, toe foot, toe sandal, whatever you want to talk about.
Toe shoe,
whatever you want to call it. The toe shoe. We gotta be done.
Mother's Day's coming.
Yeah. Wow.
Toe sock. Hey, Mom.
Hey.
I want to preface I don't mind the toe sock.
Yeah.
I do mind a glass of milk warm, but I don't. That's just normal now.
I did just think of one.
Oh, no.
That could maybe be considered weird. I don't do this, but I know someone that does this. To decompress, or they're like TV will be on. They have phone in hand, watching on YouTube, like blackhead extractions.
I'm thinking of someone too.
Yeah. Does anyone else do that?
I'm thinking of me showing up to your home in high school. Me going, wow, it's a good one today.
Don't out them like that.
I'm not going to out them, but they did frequent your home. Yeah. This person.
Yeah. Oh. And I accept it. It's fine. It's just like common. Everyone's not phased anymore.
No, but I feel like.
I feel like if someone would be caught off
I feel
guard.
like with slime videos now.
Yeah.
Like the squishing of slime.
Yeah.
Have you seen the butter cube, like slime cube?
Have you seen them like try to cut slime? They rate like the cuttability of their slimes or whatever. That one's so good.
I gotta look it up.
Look them up.
How have I not seen that yet?
That's one of those that's like middle of the night. You're just on TikTok. Your eyes are glazed over. That's what I'm saying is when I feed the baby at night, I'm gonna see if I can. You should pop a cuttability. Rate the cuttability.
Cuttability of slime.
Literally, it'll pop up.
I should.
If I was gonna buy slime, it'd be from that company because their slime looks amazing. But I've never bought slime.
Slime review on the pod. Scoopability.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this week's podcast, I guess.
I can't think of anything else.
No.
The thing about me is I really don't care. Like,
here's the thing: is if you do weird things, so do we. There are probably things that I do and Kaytee does that are weird and bizarre, but we just don't think so.
Yeah, like when I ask Preston and he says the way you fold a chip bag.
How do you do it?
When you fold the corners and do it the special way so the chip bag doesn't open.
Oh, you do like the one side and then you do the other and then you tuck it under?
Yeah.
I've done that. I saw a TikTok on it
When we first got married, I said, is there anything I do that's weird to you? And Preston said the way you fold a chip bag. Just instantly.
Because before it was just corners roll down.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Like a flip over.
Yeah, it's a whole
And then you can turn the bag over.
And it doesn't come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things like that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is I really am not looking.
No. And even if I think something's weird, I think it just makes me giggle sometimes. I'm like, oh, that's funny.
That's why TikTok is our best friend.
Yeah. That's why I'm an addict.
Yeah. Me too.
Addict. It's really bad. I need to go touch grass or something.
Yeah, Big Red's touring right now. If you know
the Doherty dozen, he's touring. And he can't even eat his go to Chipotle anymore because he's too famous.
He makes $3 million a year
from his mom and a black Santa napkin.
And a black Santa napkin. Today the kids are having a snackerty board.
A snackerty board.
That lady's birthday hauls. If you don't know what we're talking about, Doherty doesn't.
Go look them up.
Her birthday haul it keeps going.
It just goes.
You think, oh, good, we're going to end soon. And then it continues.
Yeah, don't let your kids watch them because they're going to think that's what they're going to start expecting for birthdays.
No, that's
You know that one mom that does if they're turning 14, they get 14 presents?
Yeah.
I'm like, let's slow our roll, okay?
Yeah.
We want to talk about capitalism's final boss. Doherty doesn't and that gal.
Doherty doesn't take the cake.
She does. Each kid has a mini fridge that she restocks.
She asks him, what do you want this week, Deshaun? And he says, Oreos. And then the whole
thing is Oreo related. Yeah. See, that's overweight, obese little Courtney's dream. I want a mini fridge in my room. No self-control. That thing
we used to have a mini fridge and it was filled with mini waters. When growing up, I'm imagining it.
Wow. Mini waters.
Yeah.
Wow. Nothing else?
No.
Love it.
No. And then it was stolen in the divorce. It's probably
he got the mini fridge.
Well, he just took it.
She probably refrigerates her moon water
when they Airbnb'd out the house.
Yeah.
Eclipse water. Only sold.
I need to be careful about that.
Yeah.
I knew someone that charged their water in the moon.
Yeah, and you probably have a voodoo doll.
No. They're still my friend in life. They're my good friend. I lived with them at one point.
Do you think they could connect with this person that I know?
No, because they're not that crazy.
Oh, right. Clinically insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the next full moon?
Let's check.
This is something I do have to be aware of.
When's the next full moon?
Okay. I found this on the web for when's the next full moon. Check it out.
Right now it's a waxing gibbous.
According to astronomy.com.
Is it in 2 days?
Friday, May 1st. It's the flower moon.
What?
It's a flower moon.
No. I hate when it's a full moon. You gotta be on high alert.
Oh, I can't wait for July 29th for the buck moon. Why is that funny? Oh, Pocahontas' favorite moon. Corn moon. Blue corn moon.
Is that real?
Did she say that? In the colors of the wind, she's The blue corn moon.
That's the lyric?
I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up. Let me verify.
I am having my world rocked right now.
Colors.
I thought the most rocking thing about that movie was the fact that John Smith was getting with a 13-year-old.
We can't think about logistics like that.
I do.
Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon?
I did not know that was the lyric. What did I think it was?
I don't know. That's what it is.
Blue corn moon,
I love Pocahontas.
I guess they are indigenous, so blue corn is frequented, I'm sure.
That's from them. From the indigenous people.
Maize.
It's amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. That's funny. I should ask my friend on the res. Can I say that?
I don't. At this point, who the heck know someone,
cares? And she didn't care if I called it the res. She called it the res.
She did. It was your mission companion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the res, she said, was scary.
Yeah.
She lived there, so.
I think my friend's sister lives on a res.
Really?
Yeah. Her husband famously worked. Well, I don't know if it's famously. Actually, I don't know if I should say this, but I didn't say her name. I didn't say her name. So he works for the FBI on the res.
Oh.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of crime.
That's going to be me if I keep up my
You ever seen Yellowstone?
Skills. No. You know I'm not watching Yellowstone.
I've only seen a couple episodes, but I know the gist.
I'm watching Dexter before I watch Yellowstone.
When people are like, take him to the train station, what does that mean? It means to kill him, by the way. I found that out.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm going to say that.
Take him to the train station.
I'm going to take you to the train station if you keep it up.
Yeah.
The res.
Anyway, wow.
I do know they like to ball on the res, so b-ball, if you will.
Basketball. Big one, huh?
Yeah.
That's a big thing?
It is.
I'll have to check it out. How come no one, like, famous has been drafted from the res?
Because then they go to work when they're done, I'm sure.
Back to work they go.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I love the res. I'm just going to put that out there that I'm not saying anything bad about
Colors
the res
of the Wind from Disney's Pocahontas won an Academy Award for the Best Original Song, by the way.
And here I am thinking it doesn't say Blue Corn Moon.
Composed by Alan Menken. If you know your Disney music, you know Alan Menken can just do no wrong.
The only person I'm knowing is Phil Collins when he wrote that fire song for Tarzan.
You'll be in my heart.
The one where he's on the what is it called?
Is it Trash the Camp?
No, but I do like Trash the Camp. Phil Collins. You'll know what I'm talking about. You'll be in my heart.
Is it not that one?
No, it's not that. That's on there, and that's a good one. But this is one I'm thinking of. Unless I'm making it up. Is it You'll Be in My Heart? Two Worlds.
Two Worlds, One Family.
Or Son of Man.
Oh my god.
Son of Man is a good one too.
I actually really hated Tarzan for a long time.
Tarzan's the worst.
Because I was like, why is his hair long? That was my biggest beef with him.
That's the biggest beef?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen the Tarzan, the real action one?
No.
Really? With what's his name? I'm going to find it. You've had to.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Maybe.
Why am I thinking of George of the Jungle?
George of the Jungle is exactly what I'm thinking of. Not even the same. You'll have to excuse me. Mom brain is really rocking my world.
Did they do a live action Tarzan?
Me, you seen that one?
Now I'm going to Google if they've done a live action.
Yeah, it's George of the Jungle.
Tarzan. No, they did do a Tarzan. It's a Legend of Tarzan. But it's not like a...
George of the Jungle is completely separate. They ain't trashing the camp at George of the Jungle, that's for sure.
George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree.
And with that, I bid myself goodbye.
When we say goodbye, because what do you mean?
Me, you haven't seen that? With what's his name? You got those scary, weird eyes.
It's like Brendan or something. His name Brendan. It's like The Whale. I don't know what... Not like it's the movie called The Whale.
George of the Jungle. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I think it's Brandon something. It came out in
Brandon Fraser.
Brandon Fraser, that's right.
Titular character, a man raised by apes in the African jungle. Ursula Stanhope is who he falls for.
But also, Brendan Fraser in George of the Jungle could get it. He was attractive.
Are we talking about the same man?
Yeah, but look at him here.
I just remember he's like, George doesn't like that.
We've got to cut it. What are we doing? You guys.
This has been the
this has been another installment of the Reel It In podcast with Courtney
and Kaytee.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.